Microphone của ông á, thì con là lâu lắm chưa? Cho anh chân thấp thì rồi. Hello. Hello, nice to meet you all. Nice to see you again after a long time. Welcome, welcome. You all are welcome. Today we're going to learn. We're going to learn English today. Very good. Okay. We will start. Today, I'm going to tell you a story how a waste material turned into a wonderful item. Wonderful waste.
Yes, I'm just listening to my
In chat, those who chat, we are gonna remove you. Too much chat, love. We're gonna remove you from here. Sai pu ya sai lau. Too much chat love. No one is allowed to chat. All right. The topic for today's English lesson is wonderful waste. Do you keep your book with you? If you keep your book with you, you please show me. Show me. Yes, good. Yes, very good. Yes, good. Good, good. All right. I'm not gonna just read out the story. I'll just explain it. You just listen. I'm gonna explain the story. All right. Today we're gonna learn about how a waste material turns into wonderful item. If we use the waste material creatively, we can get many useful items, right? Once the Maharaja of Travancore ordered a grand dinner in his palace. Do you know Travancore? Yes, it is in Kerala, all right? Travancore Its new name is Thiruvananthapuram, capital of Kerala. All right. Travancore is now Thiruvananthapuram. All right. It is the state capital of Kerala. One day, some guests from different places stayed at the. Those who wants to chat, please, you leave, or we will remove you. Who is chatting? Tu mà anh mà lâu chat lâu tu cái gì khai ngay tiếng lâu chat đấy à? Chat tu chuan gần bùm nhà lâu tu à? Cái khác cần zero đô na, English cần zero đô na, lại thao việc tu, muốn đây ngày thao việc ngay thao đủ lâu thì chuan gần đủ lâu mấy tu à? One day, so many guests from different places stayed at the palace.
Hello, hello, hello.
Who is that? Who is that? Off your microphone, all of you off your microphone. The king wanted to give the guests a grand dinner. So the king ordered his cook to prepare a delicious food and traditional food for the dinner. What is the meaning of traditional? Traditional food. It means that grand meal for special occasions. Grand meal for special occasion like marriage, festivals like Christmas and New Year's, etc. Right? Sai ngor kuya sai lau kha. Can't remove me don't em on the all sai ngor kuya sai lau kha. Same way, the king wanted to prepare a great feast in his palace. So the king ordered the cook to prepare a meal for a feast for his guests. So the cook went to the kitchen. The cook went to the kitchen and took some vegetables like carrot, chilies, garlic, onion, tomatoes, beans, curry leaves. The cook peeled all the vegetables and he prepared various kinds of delicious dishes for the feast. He kept the vegetable scraps aside. Have you ever noticed veg scraps in your home? All right. Vegetable scraps are the bits and pieces of vegetables that are peeled from the vegetables. The king visited the kitchen to survey the dishes in the afternoon before dinner. Survey means to look closely or to examine the dishes, right? He went into the kitchen to examine, to check on what dishes are made before the dinner. What are you going to do with those veg scraps? He asked the cook, pointing to the baskets of scraps near the cook. Right? The cook replied, "They are waste. We will throw them away." When the king asked the cook what he's going to do with all the vegetable scraps in the basket, he said that he is going to throw them away. But the king said, "You cannot waste all these bits and pieces of vegetables. Find a way to use them." The Maharaja commanded sternly and walked away. Maharaja means king, right? King. Sternly means Kong takin khao takin thua pen so Swan, the cook was in a fix. The cook was in a fix, like those who chat, please leave. Anh lâu trong lệ ta tụi tên lâu chat lệ kha. The cook was in a fix, like a person who could not escape from the hard situation. She was simply staring at the vegetable scraps for some time and thinking to prepare a new dish. The cook was thinking and thinking and thinking. What can I prepare using these vegetable scraps? He thought. He thought to himself. Suddenly, an idea came. An idea flashed across his mind. Flashed across his mind means suddenly think of an idea, or the cook got an idea. He took all the cook. The cook said that, oh, I got a new idea. Let me prepare a new dish. He talked to himself, right? He took all the vegetables, bits, washed them, and cleaned them. The dish became ready. Sorry. Then he cut them into long strips. The waste vegetable bits were clean, and he cut them into long strips. He put them in a huge pot. Huge pot means big pot, belian puya, and placed it on the fire to cook. And placed it on the fire to cook, right? Next, he ground some fresh coconut. Ground means arota, more arot. He ground some fresh coconut, green chilies, and garlic together. After grinding the mixture of coconut, green chilies, garlic, he added this paste and some salt to the cooking vegetables, right? The cook was so surprised by the dish. He said in surprise, lo and behold, the new dish was ready. Attempting smell start coming from the pot, right? After that, after adding the paste and some salt, he whipped some curd and added it to the curry. He also poured a few spoonfuls of curry leaves, coconut oil, and decorated the dish with curry leaves. Right? After grinding the mixture of coconut, green chilies, garlic, he added some salt, and after that, he whipped some curd and added it to the curry. He also poured a few spoonfuls of coconut oil and decorated the dish with curry leaves. After that, he was happy. He finished the dish that he made it from the scraps of vegetables. He said, lo and behold, the new dish was ready. The food was served to the guests. Before that, they arranged in the palace. They arranged the food items for the guests at the grand feast. They arranged it nicely, right? They arranged it nicely at the palace. There was a tempting smell from the new dish, right? Tempting smell from the new dish. The food was served to the guests, and the cook was eagerly waiting for the comment on the new dish, right? Yes, even if we make any new dish, we might like to hear a comment from others, right? Like us, the cook also eagerly waiting for the comment on the new dish, right? Everyone was eager to know the name of the new dish. The cook thought and thought, then a name came to his mind. He named it Avial. Avial. He named it Avial. Since it came from the vegetable scraps, everyone in the palace appreciated the cook for the food Avial. All the guests appreciated the cook for his new dish because he made it from vegetable scraps. What are the ingredients of avial? The ingredients of avial are vegetable scraps, vegetable bits, coconut, chilies, garlic, curry leaves, curd, coconut oil. All right. Avial became famous all over Kerala and is now one of the dishes in a traditional Kerala feast. Imagine it all came from a basket of waste. Traditional feast kan tichuan grand meal for special occasions like marriage, festivals like Christmas, New Year, etc. Traditional feast kan tichuan roi che hun pui bi kan tia roi kan che anga khang khatiang kha traditional feast kan tichuan. Now it is one of the traditional food in Kerala. What we learned from this lesson? What we learned from this lesson is that we should not waste anything, right? We should not waste anything. We should make of it in a useful way. Em mai hi kan pai me tu ni lau kan thil pai tu kha changkai takin kan mang tu ani yana ni so hemi story apo hian an changme siam la bang no em pai tu achangin changme tui tak tun thenga an changme chuan bo Kerala a traditional feast an he chin avial siam chuan nan an mang ani. Swan, that's from the story. Let us learn new meaning. In a fix, when the king asked the cook to make use of the vegetable scraps, the cook was in a fix. In a fix means a situation hard to escape from. Kalson takes it and tinging to make to a ngai, tinging I see. Tansan take me a look at the anga and omka in a fix and flash across his mind. And this one suddenly think of my to do a long tooth and it's so lo and behold can be so on. Look what a surprise and the amaglutuk more traditional feast. I already explained it. Hearty meal for many days served on a special occasion. So I can check angka. Rồi with the conception of traditional feast. And so from the text, the pronunciation when we pronounce it atopa e d dekati lo to entina. For example, grand grand, right? grand grand and yeah grand. Don't say it like that. You have to pronounce it grand grand, right? One vegetable, vegetable, vegetable. Oh, e silent. vegetable, right? C-U-R-R-Y, curry. Curry leaves. Curry. C-U-R-R-Y, curry. S-C-R-A-P-S, scraps. S-C-R-A-P-S, scraps. Right? C-U-R-D, curd. C-U-R-D, curd. All right. S-A-L-T, salt, not salt. S-A-L-T, salt. All right. S-A-L-T, salt. Okay, we'll move on to the question part. What were W, the pronunciation of W-E-R-E, I think you pronounce it where, but it should be were, like W-A-R. You pronounce it W-E-R-E, were, right? What were the preparations in the palace for? Oh, you only have microphone and answer me, please. You try to answer me. What were the preparations in the palace for? Anyone? You can tell me. What were the preparations in the palace for? Why do they prepare? Why did they prepare the feast? Anyone who can tell me?
For the traditional feast.
Oh, anyone else? Yes. Anyone else? Okay. Yeah, grand dinner for the. Oh yes, for the grand dinner. Yes. They prepared. Oh yes, they prepared for a grand dinner in the palace, grand feast in the palace. All right. Why did? Okay, the next. We'll move on to the next. Why did the Maharaja go into the kitchen in the afternoon? Why did he go there into the kitchen in the afternoon before dinner? Why did he go there?
Miss, he's checking out the vegetables.
Yeah, very good. The Maharaja went into the kitchen to check on the dishes made by the cook, right?
Yeah.
Whether they made it good or not, the dishes are good, the dishes are delicious or not. He just checked that too. He just go into the kitchen
Chicken.
to check it. What had the cook planned to do with the vegetable scraps? What had the cook planned to do with the vegetable scraps?
Miss, he
Yes.
put in a big pot and
Throw them.
Yes. He planned to throw them, right? In the beginning, he planned to throw away all the waste, right? But
yes,
when the
miss.
king asked him, but when the king came and asked him to make use of it, he made a new dishes. What is that dishes? What is the name of the dishes? What is the name of the dish?
Avial.
Yes, avial. Yes, avial. Then what? Can you tell me what are the ingredients of avial?
Miss,
Yes.
coconut.
Yes. What
Coconut,
else?
green chilies,
Yes.
garlic,
Yes.
and this some salt to cook the vegetables.
Yeah. What else is there?
Some curry leaves,
Curry leaves.
Mm.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Okay.
curry and coconut oil.
Let me ask you. All right. Let me ask you. It is true or false? It is true or false? The king ordered a dinner in the palace. Is it true or false?
No.
True.
The king had ordered a dinner in the palace.
Hmm. That's
True or false?
False.
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 Al-Khanin.
False.
Ordered a
Yes.
dinner in the palace. It is
False.
true.
True.
แล้ว
Ano
ก็
ang
ค่ะ
dua?
รอยรูปวิเชตตูคานดินเนอร์ค่ะบวชใส่ตูคานที่อันนี้ล้มยาตีระคาน
Oh.
Oh, he ordered a grand dinner in the palace. Next, listen carefully. No one had heard of or tested Avia before.
True.
True.
Yes,
True.
yes, true.
Miss true.
Okay, correct. Correct. The cook had planned to make another dish using the vegetable scraps. True or false?
True.
Think and tell me. Listen carefully.
True.
Think and tell me. The cook had planned to make another dish using the vegetable scraps.
False.
Answer in my
Throw
False.
them away.
False.
True or false?
False.
Then throw them away.
Some of say true, some of you say false. Okay, I'll tell you. His first thought is, the cook first thought is, he is trying to throw away all the vegetable scraps, right? After the king had asked him to make another dish, he just made another dish. He made another new dish, all right? So the answer will be true or false?
False.
False, yes. Ama ngay tuwada na katswani, ang may vet ka atumani. Pero ama ngay dana kung may vet atuma, kasi lalpa inad, kami pa ilawatil siyang tukan, kung kay turatikan, to pet her every alka, siyang. So, ani, all right, do you have any questions for today? What we have learned
No
from?
miss. No miss. No.
No miss yet.
Okay.
Miss, last time we have already read.
No.
Miss.
Oh, yes.
Miss, can we leave now?
What?
Can we leave now?
One more question. I ask you only one question. One more question.
Yes,
What
miss.
lesson you learned from this story? Wonderful. What did you learn from this story?
Miss, do not throw it.
We should not throw away waste. We should be.
Yes, very good. So,
We should
yes,
save.
very good.
We
Oh, we
should save
should not
vegetables.
waste anything. All right? We should make it in a useful way. All right? Don't just simply throw your papers, waste papers, pens, pencil. You can make any other things from that, right?
Yes, miss.
Even your shirt, your t-shirt, don't just throw it. Nowadays, we are using mask, right? From t-shirt, from old t-shirt, from your socks, also you can make your mask, right? Like that. Don't throw, don't waste anything. All right, we have learned from this lesson. All right, anyone else who
Yes,
want
miss.
to ask any questions? Any problem? Do you have any problem?
No, miss.
Okay. Okay, all right. For today, that's all for today. Now, bye. See you next time. Love you all. Thank you.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, miss.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, miss.
Sorry, Sana. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes,
Thank you, miss.